Good evening, one and all. Welcome to JACKOCAR. This is round number 4, and we are at the Circuit de Catalunya this evening in Spain for the Spanish Grand Prix. Now, as you can tell, Owen's not here tonight. He's not very well. So you got me in the commentary box. I'm not racing tonight. But you still got, as normal, Jacko in the commentary box. Welcome back.
Good evening. It's good to be back. Lovely to hear your voice as well, Jess. But we do wish Owen the speediest of recoveries. I know he's been joking quite a lot recently about coronavirus, but hopefully it's not that serious. But yeah, here we are in Spain. What do you think? What's going to happen tonight, Jess? We'll quiz you on your knowledge of the point system as a driver.
I still get a bit confused about the point system. That's why I'm lucky to have you in the commentary box really with me. But it's been a good season so far. We've seen some people dominate. We've seen a few people not do as well. And we've also seen 3 different winners as well. And also we've got the Milkman, who had 2 drivers already advance to the playoffs. So they only need 2 more drivers to win or get into the playoffs for them to have a really good shot of getting some more points in there. But there's still 3 teams that don't have a driver in the playoffs yet. So it is all to play for. We did see, I can't remember who, we did see Splinter won last week, and we saw John take a podium, and to be honest, John getting a podium last week was definitely the highlight of my evening.
Oh yeah, the best drive so far in our short history was Mr. John's P3, although a fair bit of credit has to go to Splinter because he picked up that win. He started 18th on the grid, can you believe? But like you say, a few of the big names, they've been struggling. And a few of the smaller names, you could argue Mr. John and Indecisive Matt, they've had good seasons so far, so it's looking good. I'll just cover driver changes for this evening.
Cool.
You have 3 drivers making their debut, the first of which is Corey. He is racing in place of... Okay, no he's not.
Pro-Opa.
So Corey is racing for Pro Speed. Michael OKK is out, but Bill is racing, and that's for AI Racing. And Jess, of course, you're the other one who's out, and you're being replaced by another debutant, and that's Cam, our first American driver. He is in the 42 car.
And I like his livery. He's got a bit of pink to match the livery that I've got. So he's running a bit of that. He was practicing with us last night, and he was looking pretty quick. So they're all really, really quick drivers, and I wonder how they're going to fare tonight in these changing conditions. I never tried a 2-stop around here, apart from 25%. Anything can happen, but there's a few people that don't have to do the 2-stop, and they could do the 1-stop. I do believe we have 3 drivers on the Joker tonight.
Yep, 3 Joker drivers tonight, and of course now you're going to ask me who they are, and I'm not prepared. I apologise.
Sorry.
That's alright. The first driver tonight on a Joker is last week's race winner, Jamie Bromley, or RLRT Splinter, as he's recently joined the esports team there. Another driver is the winner from the week before, and that's Arnaud in the 31. And also, Bill, reserve driver, but he is in the 22 car and also joking. So 3 very, very fast drivers, and mix that in with a little bit of Corey, who on paper is the fastest driver here. I think we could be in for a very, very good race. A more tactical race than what we've seen so far this season. Maybe a bit less drama and a few less crashes, but I still think it's going to be a good one.
Yes, I agree. Less safety cars, hopefully, fingers crossed. But I'm liking Bill's livery as well. I can tell he's got a Braun style to his livery, the Jensen Button, the number 22. I'm guessing that's why he wanted to rock that up. So I'm proud of him because Jensen Button's my favourite driver. But enough about liveries and drivers. Let's get on with the race. yeah, don't worry. I won't do much of that tonight. I'll concentrate more about the racing. Khalifa, surprise, surprise, is on pole with a 117.8, and then we've got Pete in second place, and Cam on the mediums in third place at the moment. So time's looking quite quick at the moment. There's people saying invalidated lap times right now. But Camo, Bamo and Murdoch, they haven't set a lap time and they've retired, so they're not going to take part in the qualifying session, but everyone else still has a go. So it's going to be hard to see who's going to win this race. There's so many people that could win. We may see a surprise. I'm going to call it, Jacko. I think we may see another surprise winner tonight.
Another surprise winner. I'd agree with you on, say, a fourth different race winner. A surprise winner? I don't know. I think one of the big names is going to finally get their act together this week. Whether it be a P or a Khalifa or one of the reserve guys, I think it's going to be someone fast.
Yeah. Khalifa just hasn't been very lucky. He's got pole position, and then he just goes into the distance, and then when there's a safety car, it troubles him. So it just really frustrates him. And also Straw Blonde, who is also now in ILRT, he's now ILRT Cloud. He hasn't had a good races. He is DNF'd in pretty much every single run. Is that right?
That is correct. Yes.
Yeah. So. He's still got points, but he hasn't finished every one of them. I was expecting him to do well, challenging the guys up the front, but surely either Khalifa or Straw Blonde need to get their act together tonight if they want to get a playoff seat. Because if there's another different winner tonight, that's another chance gone for people that are not aiming for wins to get into the playoffs.
That's correct. You mentioned Khalifa. Despite his, say, poor showing so far, he's still 6th in the standings, and amongst that he also has 4 playoff points, which puts him second in terms of the amount of playoff points scored. That's for 2 poles and 2 stage wins that he has. Stage points tonight are collected at the end of lap 8 and lap 16. So on how the driver is going to play to try and stay out, collect the points, or go for the race win. It depends what's more important for individual drivers, I guess.
Yeah, I was speaking to Dexter last week, and I think he was mainly wanting playoff points, but he wants to go for the win. He's one of those people that hasn't got a win yet, and I'm kind of predicting he's going to get the win, but I'm probably going to end up jinxing it, so not going to say anything more. But Dexter is the only driver that is leading the championship, but he hasn't advanced yet. So he's looking pretty good. He's been consistent. He's got quite a few podiums as well. And he's one of those guys that wants to go for the alternate strategy usually. But this time I think he wants to not stick to the status quo. He's on the sauce right now. And it's a 118.9. That puts him P8. That's not too bad. I'm guessing around Spain, it doesn't matter where you qualify really. But ideally you need to be qualifying probably towards near the front, because Spain, there's only a few chances you can overtake, really. 9 and 10, and possibly towards turn 3 and 4 as well. And at the start, finish straight, I think, are the only chances, really. It's not really one of those tracks where you see much overtaking, but you never know. With simulation damage, anything can happen.
Yeah, just another couple notes on Dexter there. He's the only driver who's raced in all 3 races so far who has finished in the top 10. This is a fast guy, and for him to be the only one to do it so far is quite an achievement. And we should also mention, just like Jamie and Chris, he has joined the ILRT esports team, so good luck to him in his endeavours there. And one other thing we should mention before we start getting down to the important bit of qualifying is the championship table as it stands, the top 10 at least. Jess, you mentioned Dexter is leading the way on 37 points. The 3 joined him on 36, 36 and 32 points, all advanced to the playoffs, are now Jamie and KK. Also KK not here tonight. In 5th is Baza with 30 points. Khalifa's on 28. Mr. John is on 28 after that amazing podium last week. Camo Babo is on 21, down in 8th. TC from Belgium, he's on 20 points. And also Mr. Whiteout down in 10th is also on 20 points. Top 10 is indecisive Matt, who again is on 20 points. So that's how close this championship is being right now as we look towards the start of the 4th race.
Yeah, after this round, we'll have 6 more rounds to go basically 6 more chances for these drivers to make their way up the field, and pretty much everyone from I think P13 upwards is in with a shot at the moment, because Pete and MK Bourne, they're about 2 points away from Matt and Whiteout.
On that cut line, yeah.
So you know, it's not over, and it's even not over for the likes of Straw Blonde and obviously for Straw Blonde either. Even though he's 14th, he's 2 points behind Pete. So you know, it just because you're in the bottom half of the table, it doesn't mean that you're out of the woods yet. But if you're in the upper half of the bottom bit of the table, you should be alright. As Baz has just invalidated his lap time. I was about to commentate on a hot lap with him, but obviously I can't because he's invalidated. Not doing very well with that, am I? Anyway, Splinter's been on the hards for 7 laps. I guess he is going to the pit soon. And Speedway Racers... Sorry.
Has a new wheel, so seeing as he's already in the playoffs, he is using the next 7 races, this one, to practice for the playoffs. So but by the time we get to Azerbaijan, he should be ready to go. He's a real tip for the title, but I'm not going to put a ones to watch on him just yet.
No, and speaking of ones to watch, we've got 2 in the ones to watch tonight. We've got last week's 5th place man, Indecisive, and also Risky Racer. Was he? Yeah.
Risky Racer. He got a fastest lap in Abu Dhabi, and he qualified 4th in Singapore, so got place. He hasn't done anything with it yet, but he's there or thereabouts. A dark horse yet again, Risky Racer.
Yeah, it is the calm before the storm now. Everyone's about to go in for their next flyer laps. We've got TC has just improved just a bit in time, but not in position into P8. Beesmer's out on the lap at the moment. He's probably going to go into the pit shortly to get in their laps. They're all getting very quickly though, especially Splinter. But obviously Splinter's still getting used to his wheels, so I'm guessing he can find some time. Arnold and also OKK. Well, OKK's not here tonight, so it doesn't matter, but those other 2 guys, they could take it easy as well. But the point is still crucial for the regular season. Whoever wins the regular season still gets some decent pride and prize at the end of it.
50 playoff points for winning the regular season, so these guys will still want to try and finish top after 10 races. Not essential, but it's a big help in terms of round 1 and round 2 of the playoffs. Honestly, I couldn't call who's going to win it. That's the thing. It's so close at the top.
Yeah, this is great on JACKOCAR. You never know what's going to happen. Simulation damage and 2 start. We've seen surprises so far already. As Splinter has gone into the pits. I'm guessing that's his session done, maybe. TC hasn't got enough time to get in a final soft lap in, unless he's run out of
Matt's
softs.
in the wall.
Oh, Matt has retired. I think it was the
turn 2 there.
That was the same place he retired yesterday in practice. So, you know, he doesn't like that corner. Neither does other people as well. I couldn't see where... I see where he is. I do see the yellow flag pop up on my screen. In some races it doesn't do that, which is a shame. But it does tonight, thank goodness.
Matt will be saying that's the Jacko curse straight away.
Yeah, I bet he'll be saying
in qualifying
that.
And not the race.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at least he's in a good position because he can try and avoid the carnage at the start. Maybe try and hold back a little bit. He was going on the mediums anyway, so there's nothing to lose for him unless he wants to go on the softs. So, 1 minute 30 left. Can anyone beat Khalifa? We've got Dexter out in... Arnold's not going to get a lap in unless he can go pretty fast, pretty quickly. In your in lap and out lap, you can cut the corner to get there quickly. So I suggest Arnold does that unless he's run out of fuel. So he's not going to get in time. Corey has got himself up to P3. Now he's in P2. That's more like Corey. He said he hasn't picked up the game in like 3 or 4 months, and he said he may not be fast, but that is quick from Corey.
Oh boy, he's still got it.
That's good. That is good.
I think he's going again on the second lap. He will desperately want that pole, but so will Khalifa, because that'll be a another for Khalifa if he gets it.
Yeah, I mean, we've pretty much got four. I would say 4, potentially 5 people battling it up for pole, I think. Arnold got pole, I think, once, and possibly Pete may want a shot in there as well. But no, Pete's not going to have a shot in that because he's got invalidated as well. So he's not going to have a chance for pole position unless he knows he's got invalidated. Lap time.
It was,
quite a lot.
MK Bourne that got pole in Australia, and then Khalifa had the other 2.
Well, I wonder if we'll get a different... Oh, Corey is not going to send on a lap time. He's gone into turn 11. Khalifa's going to cross the line.
Improves.
1:17.3 for Khalifa. The second time pole sitter, soon to make it 3. And it may be
White
just...
out pits. Eyes on Pete. He's in the final chicane now. What can he do?
He's come across the line now. Is he going to beat Khalifa's time with a 1:17.3? No. But he improves to 4th, though. So that is good for him. I'm just seeing anyone else. Cam. He's on a lap. He's 6 tenths up. So we'll see if he can improve on his lap time. 1:18.0. He was last on the... He was quickest in the final sector as well. So that's what helps him put him to 4th place. Dexter can't improve. Speed Ride Racer.
Straw Blonde. ILRT Cloud on the lap. Or is he slowed down? Yori spins in front of him. It's Yori.
Oh, no. But anyway, I'm sure hopefully that doesn't affect him too much. As Cloud. I need to start getting used to that. He's in the pits.
So there you go. Khalifa takes 3rd pole in a row. Oh.
Wow. If
look at that top 5. Now that sets us up for a good race. Khalifa, Corey, Arnold, Cam, and Pete. Top 5. That's fantastic. That's what we want to see.
I literally don't know who's going to win. This is going to be exciting. This is going to turn a Spanish Grand Prix from a ball fest to possibly a really, really good race. And since pretty much 3 people are using their jokers, they're not even in the top 5. So most of the people using their jokers are in the lower half of the field. So we've got the order now. Khalifa on pole with Corey in 2nd. Arnold in 3rd, Cam in 4th, a great debut from him. We got Pete 5th, Corner 6th, Risky Racer 7th, MK Bourne 8th. We've got Straw Blonde, ILRT Cloud in 9th, TC 10th, Dexter 11th, Phil 12th, Rye Racer 13th, Beesma 14th, Badzer 15th, Matt 16th, Splinter 17th. Mr. John makes up the last 3 people that set a lap time, and Camo Bamo and Murdoch did not set a lap time.
Camo Babbo was silly enough to put it in the wall, I think, so that's why he didn't set a lap time. I don't think Murdoch ever got out the pits.
No.
Arnold is the first driver of the joking drivers. He's up in 3rd, so he should be in a good position, providing there's no safety cars. And then you've got the other 2, Bill and Jamie, down in 12th and 17th. So that's where your joker drivers will be starting today. In a couple of minutes, in fact.
It could work very well for the guys lower down the field, like John, for example. Even though John wasn't on his joker, he took advantage of that safety car. But some people might regret using the joker in Spain, because obviously we all picked our jokers before the safety car patch, and I think most of us will probably regret those choices. But that's the fun of JACKOCAR. You've got to live to the changes and the challenges, and we'll see who rises to the occasion. No one has done well in their jokers yet. So will tonight be the night where we will see someone will actually someone win on their jokers? We don't know. Tonight could be the night where we could see someone win on a joker.
That's what we want to see. I want to see it once this season. I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, me too. So, looking at the tyres, we've got... Oh, okay. Everybody except Speedway Racer and Murdoch outside the top 10 are on the mediums. Speedway Racer and Murdoch on the softs. Now, if it was a one-stop race, obviously I would question their decision. But Speedway Racer and Murdoch could prove to be very interesting. They're probably going to hope there's a safety car. I'm guessing those two, especially Murdoch, because of the soft choices. Whereas the ones on the mediums, they're going to hope there's no safety cars. So, interesting strat. Whereas the top 10, obviously, they have to start on the softs. That's where they qualified on. And we don't know when they're going to pit. They could decide that. That's the beauty of a two-stop strategy.
They don't know when they're going to pit either. with the potential, or high risk potential of a safety coming out early on as well. So it's all down to the driver how they want to play it. If they do anything what like Dexter did last week, where the safety car come out around sort of lap 12 and he didn't pit, that's what won him the race. So it's all about pitting at the right time. And you look at somebody like Mr. John, he took advantage of that and got the podium out of it. So it is wide open, but what I'm really looking forward to, Jess, is these 5 fastest drivers in JACKOCAR are in the top 5 positions on this grid.
This is going to be absolutely exciting. 5 of the best drivers in JACKOCAR, pace-wise, are going to fight it out. Let's
just say 5 of the best drivers in esports. Let's say that. It sounds better.
Yeah, that sounds better, I must say. I would say Khalifa's the fastest driver in JACKOCAR, full stop. I know he's too scared to admit that, but it is true. He is mega quick when we do practice, so I'm not really that surprised he's up there on pole. Let's see if he can convert that to the win today. There's everybody that's making their way onto the grid now. This should be very, very exciting. Some people may be asking about the helmet review. I'm not doing that because you may have seen the helmets too many times today. Owen could look at that next week. That's not my job. But
everybody is in their traditional liveries as well. There's no specials today. I think there's a few different helmets on the grid, but Jess, I will leave it up to you.
Okay.
Take us to turn 1.
Right, 5 red lights are about to come on. Here they go. They took a while to come on. So we've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are underway here in Spain. It looks like it's a pretty decent start from our pole sitter, Khalifa and Corey as well. Cam K got a really awful start. He's dropped it down just a little bit, and Pete is going to see if he can try and make some moves into turn 1. Arnold is going side by side with Corey. Corey managing to defend from him there. It looks like everybody's made it clean so far. No major...
There was a little bit of contact into turn 1 between Whiteout and Hamid. In fact, Cam, but Whiteout lost a tiny bit of front end plate there.
Oh, Whiteout's gone into the gravel. Oh... So he's lost a chunk of position. He's now down into last place.
Oh, he's a man. He said he needed some luck, and he hasn't got it at the start. I think that would be an early pit stop, and then hope for a safety car.
Yeah, that is a shame there, and that means Cam has lost another position as well due to that pile up, and Risky Races up into 5th place. MK Bourne could take advantage of this going into this straight, but he's not going to fight as of yet, but it's all of this is allowing the top 3 to really run away with the rest of the field. Pete is not having the best of starts that he wants. Bill is up into 8th place. He's just got past ILRT Cloud in 9th place, which is great to see. So a few people making some good headway in this opening laps of the race.
Yeah, I'm watching the battle. You're really finally starting to take advantage of this rules package. He forced TC wide into sector 3 there, and then Beesma slid up the inside, but now TC's coming back. Going to try and look at 11th into turn 1. He's too clever to make a move a long way back as the yellow flag comes out.
Oh, it's Cam! It's Cam!
It's Cam. He's gone.
He's lost into turn 1, I think, and has he got damage?
Yeah. Dexter and Whiteout have pitted, by the way. I don't see Dexter getting any damage, but he's down at the back of the grid.
He did what I did yesterday. He pitted at the first opportunity. He went on to a set of the mediums, I think. No, it's the hards.
Oh.
So
there's a problem with Risky Racer as well. He was slow on the exit of turn 4.
Oh.
I don't know what's happened to him.
Yeah, but he's lost so much time.
As well.
Yeah. So basically 2 out of the top 10 has completely lost it, which is a bit of a shame, really. That's really compromised their races. And what was hoping a 5-way battle for the start of this race is now turning into a 4-car battle, as we've got, well, potentially 2 now, because Corey and Khalifa are running away with it, as Corey was looking a bit squirmy there going into the final corner. But this is looking promising for Corey right now.
Leaving as well.
Yeah, breaking the slipstream. He doesn't want any slipstream from Khalifa doesn't want to give any slipstream to the cars behind, which is a good tactic, I must say. If I was in front, I would definitely do that, because Khalifa knows that Corey is quick. Corey was in a higher ILR2, or ILR3 last season. Oh no, ILR2 last season, for a little bit, and the season before as well. So he is the highest tier driver out of all the cars on the grid, whereas the highest tier after that is ILR5 from last season. So, you know, Corey's got a point to prove. He's looking quite good. And TC, he's looking a bit squirmy again. He's having a battle with Beesma. Beesma dropped a little bit, and that's position defended from TC. There he goes. TC's up into 9th again at the start of this race on the soft tyres. So he's gained quite a lot of momentum then, and his next run is Speed Ride Racer, and DRS is now enabled. So this is where turn 9 and 10 can really come into fruition here tonight.
Jess, something we've missed off the start is Bill, all the way up from 12th on the grid, is now 6th.
What?
This is one of the JACKOCAR drivers. I don't know how he's done that. He had a very quiet start. He's hunting down MK Bourne for 5th as the drivers approach lap 4.
Nice. That, yeah.
As MK Bourne gets sideways on the exit, and Bill will take advantage of that. P5 he goes as he hunts down the top 4.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, Bill has gained 7 places at that start. And Camo Bamo, well, we haven't talked about him. He's gained 7 places as well, so he's doing well. So good job to those two that's gained 7 places. Other people that's gained places up the start, Murdoch's gained 4, John's gained 3, Indecisive's gained 3, Bazza and Beesma gained 4, Speedway Racers gained 5, TC's gained 1, MK Bourne and Cloud have gained 2, and Pete has gained 1, and then the top 3, they're staying where they are at this moment in time. So I'm just seeing if there's any battles up behind. Not as of yet. It's starting to die down a little bit, but watch out when most of these guys go and do their first pit stops. This could get more and more interesting.
Absolutely, yeah. Just taking back a lap or two ago where we saw Khalifa weaving. Those that are new to JACKOCAR, of course, weaving multiple times on the straight is perfectly legal, providing it's not dangerous. So what you see Khalifa doing, he'll probably do it again here actually. There's nothing wrong with it as he tries to break the toe from Corey behind, who's staying within a second. He will have the DRS assist to it.
Oh, you can see Khalifa, he wants to try and break the DRS with 1 second, but it's not going to work. But we got Pete, who's making his first stop. I'm seeing what tyres he's going to go on. We don't have a clue what tyre he's going to go on. Oh, it's the yellow tyres, so that means it's the medium tyres. So I'm guessing he's probably going to do soft, medium, medium, or soft, medium, soft. As he's exiting in the pits with a few people racing him. And he's going to come out just behind Murdoch and in front of Dexter. Dexter's way behind, so he pitted, one of the first people to pit. Yeah, Dexter's really having trouble. He's 27 seconds behind Pete. Or it might be just my game glitching. No, it's my game glitching. Okay, he's now 16 seconds. But still a long way behind for Pete. But Pete... so
40 seconds or 41 seconds off of his Dexter. But those hard tyres, so it'll be going long. He just needs a safety car. But at this point in the race, 20 cars still running. We have yet to see that in JACKOCAR. That's an impressive stat, actually.
Yeah, we haven't seen that.
Concerned for Splinter though, down in 20th. As we get,
Oh, risky races. Ow! Oh my! That was, I can't remember. It was, I think, turn 5. Yeah, it was turn 5, and we got our first VSC. So that was bad timing for Pete.
It was bad timing for me as well. It's right when I said, we've got 20 drivers. It didn't last long.
Jacko curses living large.
Gets a drive-through penalty.
Don't worry, I jinxed so many people on the stream on Tuesday. So it's your turn, jokes. So 2 people that take advantage of that was Corey, and I didn't see who else pitted at exactly the same time. I saw I think it was Beesma. Yeah, it was Beesma. Beesma's in 5th, so I think the one that is helped is Beesma. Actually,
Bees play a speeding penalty in the pit lane on his entry as well.
Oh no, it wasn't Beesma. It wasn't Beesma. It wasn't Beesma. I swear I thought I saw an orange car pit, but it might have been someone else. It might be my imagination. But anyway, here comes Corey then on Camo Bamo. Corey really needs to get out of this traffic if he wants to fight for the lead, and he does that easily. His next job is Bazza. He knows Bazza is quite quick on the straights in the DRS. Bazza doesn't want to let Corey pass. Bazza must be on the defence surely sooner or later. Bazza's going to defend to the right-hand side by the looks of things. But Corey backs out for now. It's very tight-lined in between 11 and 12. Loads of people make mistakes here, but they seem to keep it clean for now. But Corey just can't afford to lose time.
Okay, from Bazza. Great block from Bazza as he tries to keep Corey behind. Fantastic racing. Cuts the corner. Corey have a fantastic exit there. Just got to be patient. He'll be able to open the DRS now. What Bazza pulls away very on the straights, like you say, Jess. What can Corey do? Not a lot.
No. He's on ERS mode 3. He's on ERS mode 3 and he decides to make none of it. He might have a better chance. Oh, Bazza. That was very close. He closed the door on Corey quite considerably there. And Corey's not going to go for the move into turn 4. Oh, nope, he's going to. Into turn 5 he goes.
Around
and what a send.
the outside.
Wow.
Bazza's still trying to hold on to it. Fantastic move from Corey. One of the best we've seen this season.
That
good
was
racing,
brilliant.
Good defense from Bazza, though.
I mean, Corey looks like he's going to go for another move again. Oh. Beesma on the defence once again. Corey just looks ever so fast. None of these guys could race him well, apart from Bazza. Bazza held him up for so long. Fair play to Bazza, but Corey was no answer to Beesma. And Corey is now up into, challenging for the lead, up in 5th place. But he's 3.2 seconds behind Khalifa. So all that battling is helping Khalifa stay ahead of those boys for now. We got Arnold and Arnold is pitting now. He's doing a one-stop, so I am quite shocked as to why he's pitting now.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not?
No, he's not.
Oh.
Your one-stoppers are Bill, Jamie, and the other one who I've forgotten.
Oh, right, okay. I'm sorry, I should have written these down. I should have written I thought you said he was.
No. Oh, yeah, he is, sorry. I apologise. That's my fault.
Yeah.
There's a battle going on here for East Marcus. Camo Babo's hunting down Bazza.
Oh, he's looking feisty, I must say. Bazza, I think, must be feeling a lot of pressure because Corey got past him, and now Camo Bamo might pass him in the next couple of corners if he's not careful. I mean, Bazza is looking for a good result this season. Bazza hasn't won for a very long time, and this could be all over if he doesn't get the move. Now we got another yellow flag. And it's gone, so it's probably just someone just having a little spin and then recovering again. But yeah, Camo Bamo staying behind for now, but Baz is still on the attack from Beesma, and he's got to make that move surely, Jacko, in order to make sure Camo Bamo stays behind these guys.
Yeah, I just wonder if there's that.
No. Oh, okay.
I was about to ask. Beesma pits. I was just. I wonder if Mark is holding up Baz, judging by the pulling away that Baz has done since that final turn. Yes, he was. As Camo's being challenged by Arnold here, who's pitted. He's on mediums. Oh, and he spins.
Oh no!
Camo Babo from 6 spins out at 2.
That was awful.
Oh.
That was awful from Camo Bamo. I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. He could have picked up more damage than he did. But he's got Chris on his sights now because Chris could take advantage of this. Oh my God. Where did he come from? Matt is now up into 6th place. Don't forget, he's still yet to pit as well. So he's looking to stretch his medium stint for a long time. But I don't think Matt's going to stay P6 for very long due to the fact that Chris and TC are both hunting the ones who have been on 8-lap old mediums down. So, you know, if I was Camo Bamo, I would pit not soon, but pretty much in the next couple of laps to make sure that you can keep these guys behind you instead of in front of you. But to be fair, Matt's doing a good job holding Camo Bamo up at the moment.
Oh. a little bit sideways there as Corey sets the fastest lap. Also, you have to mention that Bill had a stage break point, so he will have a playoff point to his mean anything because he's only a reserve driver. But he has picked that up and taken it away from Khalifa, which his rivals will be thankful for. As Kamababo looks to make a move on Matt, weaving side to side, puts him to the left. Oh, and Kamababo makes way through into turn 1. This is where he lost it last time round. Chris is behind Matt now. He's struggling. Camo pulls out of turn 3. A gap on Matt. Yeah, Matt. I think Matt's tyres have actually gone.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he was hoping to stretch him out because knowing him, because if I was in a party with him right now, I would. If I could read his mind, what he's thinking right now. He wanted to stretch his stint, and it's not working out at all. So I'm guessing he will just go on to a fresh set of mediums or another, or maybe some hards, but probably the hards will probably not be the best strap. But going on to a fresh set of mediums and then going on softs to the end, and he should be fine. Meanwhile, Cam K is trying to make a comeback. He's now up into 10th place. In the pink livery car as Straw Blonde. Oh, TC has got the job done very nicely. TC's up into 8th place. We got another yellow flag. Oh, someone stopped. It's Splinter, last week's race winner. Ouch. Splinter.
He's got no damage. I think he's just gone for a spin.
Yep, I think he just had a spin in turn 8, I think, by looking at what was on my track map. But yeah, he is not having a good day, and don't forget, but he's still getting used to a new wheel. So that's why he's still up down there. So, but he's already qualified. So for him, that doesn't worry about that.
He's already in the playoffs, so his place in the next safe and secure. He doesn't have to worry for at least 7 weeks. But it is, despite a new wheel, I'm surprised to see him so far down. Indecisive. Matt's problem.
He's had another. I think he's had another spin, but he's now down in 13th place.
Oh, he's a new wing as well.
Ah, yes, he's got damage. He's got damage in the front, I think. But look, yeah, just a teeny bit. If he lost a bit of his end plate, but you can see that he's struggling to plant his car there, and his tyres are just not having it at all.
Oh, he's off again. Yep.
Yeah, the tyres around Spain, they only last about lap 12 on the mediums. So I would pit now in any way, shape or form. So yeah, his left tyre is looking very, very worn. So, not the best of races he would have hoped. But you can't have a good race every race. So hopefully he can pit back up. And Whiteout just goes past him. But that was very close. That almost ended in the shunt. And that's what Connor did not want to happen. And it almost happened, but it didn't happen. So, and Camo Bamo has been passed by TC again into turn 1.
TC's on a hell of a drive at the moment, doing really well.
This is looking very good for TC. I mean, TC's been very impressive. The Belgium from the Milkman team. I mean, I think everyone in the Milkman team except Splinter is doing quite well. Oh, Camo Bama's in the grass again. Oh, now he's dropped down to 11th. Beesman's gone past him. But one advantage is every driver will score a point if you pretty much don't get disqualified. So that will that will give an incentive for him to keep going. But if it was a normal race, he probably would just given up right now. So at least he can still go. I know he wouldn't like the rest of this race because he's so far down. I think I would be in his position if I was him. But, he's down there in 12th. Let's see if he can gain a few more positions. Bill, our reserve driver, he is in the pits. Another one of our jokers. And he's on to the hards, as I was expecting him to be. And he doesn't have to pit until the end of this race now.
No, but I'm looking at the battle for the top 2 at the moment. Khalifa Corey. Remember when Corey was 3.6 seconds down coming out in traffic? He's now just 0.7 behind Khalifa.
Ooh. I mean, I'm shocked that... I'm not shocked that Khalifa's still out in front. I mean, he wants to keep that win. I mean, he's been saying in the party last week that he wants that... Player points... between player points and wins, he prefers to win. And it's looking very promising for him. But For reserve drivers, if reserve drivers get the win, they don't get an automatic thing to the playoffs. That just stops the full-time drivers from getting a space in the playoffs. But that will mean more people who are probably fighting for 10th, maybe to get into the playoffs, they may have more of a chance to actually get into the playoffs. So the ones in that half of the grid are hoping that the reserve driver is going to do well, so they could stand a chance of have more of a chance of getting in. So, Khalifa, he's breaking the slipstream once again. He means it. Oh, I love this. I love this for in JACKOCAR. I mean, this is great. This is great. I never get to see this because I'm usually at the back of the field. So, you know, we're seeing a repeat of what we've seen in Abu Dhabi, where Khalifa and obviously the lead at the time was fighting, but this time Khalifa's in the lead. This can get really, really feisty, and these two will have to pit soon. I mean, I'm not going to put my money on who's going to win because they'll probably end up spinning or anything. So we're just going to enjoy this and see what happens.
Notice how I kept quiet when you said about jinx and stuff, because the last time I opened my mouth, it happened, and we lost a risky racer from the field. Currently, the only retirement as Corey is closer to Khalifa this lap, and in the second DRS zone here, closes and closes.
Yeah, Pete, he's just closing in lap by lap by lap, and I mean Khalifa's not having none of it at all. He was trying to do a Hulk see you later, I'm sure of that. But you can have a bit more contact than ILR in this league anyway. This league does allow it, so you know Corey could experiment this a little bit more. Some of these guys are still getting used to the rules and what is good and what is not good, and what is allowed and what is not allowed. So Khalifa is breaking the slipstream again, and still
Corey had a problem in the chicane at the end of the lap there, and that's why Khalifa's pulled away as he pulled a 5-second penalty actually. That's important.
I think that's the
Remember that at the end of the race.
Yeah, I think that's the first penalty on track that we've seen. 'Cause we've seen drive-throughs and speeding in the pit lane penalties, but we haven't seen actual track limit penalties. So Corey's got the glory of the first one, which is not what you want. But, you know,
Khalifa has one, and then Corey has one penalty of.
And MK Bourne's just got another one. Just got one. So MK Bourne's down.
Starting to get tired now.
Yeah, MK Bourne down in 9th place for now, which is still good. But there's a few people on the hards that will still yet to make their pit stop. And we got a few stage points that have been won already. So I can't remember who won that because I wasn't keeping track of it myself.
Yeah, Bill won stage 1. Khalifa, if he holds on for another lap, he'll win stage 2.
So 2 different winners of the stage points this week. Last week there was only one with Dexter, but Dexter's not going to win that today, and Khalifa's going to try and get past the lapped car of Matt, which he does. And obviously Ghostin's off.
Matt didn't give him really.
Yeah,
Ghostin. That away for Corey, who goes for a spin, and
Corey's out.
Race.
Oh no! I think that was my fault. I jinxed him. So yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't a safety car there.
Oh.
That is one. Ghostin's off, and if Matt doesn't let those pass, then that was a reason. But you know, in ILR towards the end of the season, you can get away with just letting someone else by just being on the same racing line. But on JACKOCAR, you can't. You just got to let them through if you're not on the same lap. And I think that didn't help Corey one bit. So the ones in the lower half of the field, they're not going to like that, which might mean that another different winner might happen tonight. And that means less of a chance for the ones who are not looking for race wins to get into the playoffs. But Khalifa must be loving life. Oh!
Mr. John is his teammate. I just think Khalifa went out too wide into that corner there. But John let him back through, and that'll be repaying him for last week. Of course, Khalifa was still on the last lap to ensure Mr. John got that podium. But I feel that retirement from Corey has somewhat ruined the climax of this race.
Yeah.
I know Bill is on his Joker, so all eyes on him at the end of the race once Khalifa pits. But Khalifa will have those fresher tyres, so he should be in a good position to win this one. And don't rule out Arnold yet, although it is a 12-second gap to the lead.
Don't rule out any of the top three, I think. I think any of these top three can do it, so watch out for the end of this race. We're pretty much halfway of this race already, almost, before the end, and we still got quite a lot of people to make their next stop. I think Beesman's already made this. I'm going to check, actually, who's still yet to make a stop. Oh, excuse me, I got a bit of a cough. Let me have a look. Okay, so Peter's made 2 stops. He doesn't have to pit again, but so he can stay on the hards, but I'm sure he'll probably have to pit due to the fact that those hards might not last very long. And Mr. John and Murdoch doesn't have to pit again. Oh, excuse me.
Mr. John's having a great battle with Matt at the moment for 60. These are the guys that both finished last week.
Yeah, those two had a very good result last week, and now they've turned out to be in the bottom of the field, but you're not doing very well with your ones to watch, mate. Risky Racer, last place. Matt in 17th. What's going on? But anyway, Indecisive is going to get the right-hand side. Here he goes, but yeah, that's position for Matt, and they're in 16th place. And I think John will probably come back in pretty soon, because you know, I was watching him in Singapore once I came back. John is good at defending, and he's going to try and defend hard on Matt, but Matt was just too fast to pass the entry. And
John sort of knows when and where to defend, right on the limit, but he knew Matt was the faster driver on that particular lap, so he let him go. But he won't give that push.
Nope, he won't. I mean, as soon as he gets that move, he wants that move ever so quick. MK Bourne is looking very feisty down in 8th place. He's challenging Speed Rye Racer in 7th place. And I need to double check. Oh, my phone's just gone off. That's not good. But I think MK Bourne's got an RLT style livery there. I like that. But he's dropped a little bit, so he must be struggling a bit, because he was right behind Speed Rye Racer for a minute, so he must be struggling a little bit on these tyres, or maybe he wants to pit now and just get it over with, but we'll see anyway.
It's nice to see Yori actually having a good race for it being shockers so far. Up in 7th, so he's in a good place. Of course, he's still got to pit again, but it's pretty much.
Yeah, I was hoping there was going to be a surprise.
That car home in the top 10.
I was hoping there was going to be a surprise, and I think we could see.
There's a battle for 4th here, Jess.
All TC and RLT Cloud. I think TC just holds on in turn 1, so he must be breathing a sigh of relief on that one. But Straw Blonde is looking for his first points of the season. Well, not first points, first finish of the season. And not going to say anything more after that, as Cam is up in 6th place. So despite all the troubles everyone else has, he's just staying put. It just goes to show, don't give up in JACKOCAR, because you can still be right up in the hunt to try and get some decent points. Oh, Cam had a bit of a slide there going into turn. It was either turn 7 or 8. I'm losing track of my turns at the moment, but it was either one of those turns anyway. Khalifa Pitts, his final stop, I believe, and I think he's going to go on to another set of the mediums, I'm guessing. It's probably what I think he's going to do. There's no way he's going to go on the softs. Yes, he's going on the mediums. So
Bill's going around the final turn now. This is crucial. Khalifa exit box, he's right at the end of the pit lane. You can get the rears lighted up sooner. Bill will come out behind him.
Ah!
So then the 2 stop. Based on that, it looks as if it is the better strategy.
Yep, it is. It looks like Khalifa pulled it together there from Bill. So maybe Bill would be regretting it, but it will still be good points on a 1 stop if he keeps it up. As well, he's still got a comfortable gap behind, so when the other guys pit, it should be alright. But there may be people going on the softs at the end of the race and want to challenge. And Whiteout's in the pits. He's got a speeding penalty. And This race has gone bad to worse for Connor, I'm afraid. When is he ever going to get luck? I mean, this reminds me of me. But anyway, he's on the mediums. There he goes. I think that's going to go. I think that's his final. Let me check if it's his final stop. Yeah, it should be his final stop. The medium should just about get to the end. It will be really risky towards the end of the race. Particularly towards final lap. Oh, TC on Cam. Well, Cam on TC is looking very racy there. I mean,
worth noting as well, Jess, nobody has had has more pit stops than Whiteout this season. That one we just saw, that was his 12th stop of the season.
Oh, that's not a good stat you want to have, really, Mr. Whiteout. You don't want to have 12 pit stops to your name, but there we go. That's what Whiteout has, and the one I'm guessing we have someone that's forgotten that it's their Joker this week because he's pitted again, Arnold. So yeah, he might have forgotten that it's his Joker. Because obviously you don't remind everybody that it's their Joker. They are expected to remember which week's their Joker. Oh, you do you?
I do remind. Yeah. Sorry, I changed the ruling on that.
Oh right, I thought if you forget to, then tough. But he might have forgotten.
Yeah, I had a change of heart, but I did tell him that himself, or he had a problem. But he's come out 5th, and of course the 2 guys in front, they've got a pit. Yeah.
He might have had damage at the opening bit of the race, or he might have, been forced to pit due to the fact that he wasn't that fast, but you never know. So, one driver down that has failed on their Joker, really, which is a bit of a shame. But Bill doing quite well up front. And, we got another yellow flag. Oh, it's indecisive. He's out again. Our first safety car.
Now then. What would you do, Jess? You're Khalifa. What'd you do?
Oh, I don't know. Because I don't think Khalifa has a choice. I don't think Khalifa has a choice because he's... actually, he could still pit and still come up in front.
Everyone's pitting. Everyone's pitting.
One person that's going to lose their advantage right away is Bill, who's on the one stop. This has gone from bad to worse for him. So, I mean, he's going to defend for his life if he wants to keep that P2. But it's a free pit stop for the ones that are yet to pit. If I was still to make you stop, I would pit right there, here, and right now. Unless you got to pit on the softs.
One stays out. Yeah.
If you want to pit on the softs, don't pit yet. But if you've still got a set of mediums and you haven't used it yet, that's what I would use anyway. Pete's gone in. Dexter's gone in. Camo Bamo's gone in.
Camo goes in again.
Beesma going in. Nope. Camk's got a penalty with collision.
Beesma pitted the lap before, but he's lost out. Yeah. Everyone else has pitted under the Delta, so he will remain 13th. Again, that's another driver who can't get any luck this season. He's 13th.
No, and I think Murdoch's not having the best of luck in some of the races this season, sadly. He's down in 17th. But I think...
Khalifa stays out.
Yeah, to be honest, if I was Khalifa, I would have stayed out because I would have probably lost my advantage right off the bat by not. Because obviously... And Bill's pitting. I think he had to. Jacko, I think. Yeah, otherwise, he was going to lose his advantage. Yeah.
Although, will Arnold come out in front? I think he will. Get Arnold pitted a couple of laps earlier.
I think we've never seen a race this season. We've never seen a race this season so far where a Joker's paid off. All the races this season, the Joker's pretty much not worked in their favour. But Bill's still in 3rd. So... It's a shame that the Joker's not worked out. I was kind of hoping Bill would take advantage of it, but I think in safety car situations, you have to, really. And I think that's what the guys that still yet to use their Joker have got to think about. If there's a chance that their trap might have more safety cars, they got to think, right, do I pit now or do I wait for a little bit? It's going to be a tough decision, but I think, in my opinion, Bill's made the right decision in pitting, because otherwise he would have lost so much time to Arnold and Khalifa.
Yeah, I just wonder with Khalifa not pitting if he's relying on his outright pace and the fact that Mr. John is behind him to try and get away from the field than laps once we get going again. Because I
Yeah.
don't think the game is going to let Mr. John past, is it?
Nope, it's not.
So Khalifa has a teammate as a buffer between himself and Arnold.
That's going to work out well, I think. But I'm swearing it was either 2017 or 2018. If you're a lapped car, you're allowed to go past. Yeah, it was 2018. It was a safety car. I think I was on one of the rounds, and I was allowed to get past the safety car to catch up. But I don't think it's allowed on this game, which I don't know why, because you would do it in real life anyway. But yeah, that's not helping Arnold and Bill, but it's helping Khalifa out massively. I mean,
huge.
You know, this is
John
wonders.
repaying the favour. So yeah, it's I'm not going to say Khalifa's going to win, but
oh yeah, I've forgotten John and Khalifa are in the same team. Maybe that's why he's staying out to help Khalifa, or maybe he can. I think he may want to go past the safety car, but he just wants to help the rest of the field up. Oh, I like this. I like this strategy that John's done to help Khalifa. I mean, if I was lower down the field and helping out, like, say, Dexter, I'll definitely be doing that and play the team game. So I think Khalifa would benefit from John's help. They're probably in the party together, I'm almost certain. And I think Khalifa would thank John for that. So I'm just trying to think how long the safety car will go on for, because we still got a few people still to catch up to the safety car at the moment. And I wonder if the game will probably realise that John wants to be there on purpose. I don't know. Oh, safety car in this lap. Okay, safety car in this lap.
Yep, so John will stay there. What will he do? Of course, it is perfectly legal for him to hold the drivers up behind him.
It's a team. JACKOCAR is not just about the drivers; it's also about the teams as well. So, you know, John is doing perfect. If it's your teammate that you're holding up, it's absolutely fine. You're allowed to do that. So, I know there's people behind that are gonna hate him for this, but those are in the rules. If you're in that situation, you're allowed to do that. Oh, Bill!
Bill's just had a 5-second penalty.
I think, did Arnold get one as well?
Khalifa's gone.
Khalifa's
gone.
Wow. He's pulled away. That was a dream
gone.
start. Dream start from Khalifa. Restart that he wanted. Mr. John, he's holding up Arnold massively. That's worked out a dream for the Simpson team, as I think John has to let Arnold through. And he's now...
Yeah, he will. I think Khalifa helped himself out.
Oh, John's holding up
late.
Bill. Wow.
Yeah.
And we've got another yellow flag. It's speed right race. It's Yuri. Oh. He was having a good race.
He was doing really well.
He was having a good race. He's now down in 15th place. But oh well, you get races like that. And does he have damage? He has a bit. But I think... Oh yes, he's got damage. He's losing a bit of his right front wing. So he'll have to pit for that. And Beesmer... Cam's dropped quite a bit as well. He's down in 11th place. He's got MK Bourne behind him. He's also got Beesmer as well. This is tight for the midfield. Cam K going into the grass a little bit. Going side by side. Beesmer might go in the middle of these two. Oh my god, Beesmer! Oh! Beesmer, that almost ended up in a good move, but he went off the circuit and he's got a penalty. So he's lost position.
And wing damage.
And wing damage, so we have to pit. And he's got more wing damage. He just tipped MK Bourne. And Splinter's got past him as well. John's got a penalty for ignoring yellow flag. Oh, he's cut the corner. Beesmer's, yeah, I think he just wants to get this race over with, as do quite a few people, actually. So, there goes Beesmer and MK Bourne in the pits. I think if I was them, I think he would go on the softs. Oh, Bazza! Here he goes. Bazza and Pete having a tasty battle for 6th place. Pete's still hanging in there.
Bazza's arch nemesis right behind him as well. I remember when Dexter was down in 19th at one point in this race. He's now back up to 8th for the safety cars. Help him out. Both of these pitted under the safety car.
Yeah, I think the ones that pitted under the safety car, for most of them, it's really helped them. And, you know, they were not falling victim of that. And we got another yellow flag, and I can't see any yellow flags now, so they're all gone for me.
Nope.
So yeah, they're all gone for me, so I couldn't see it. But I think John is just doing his best to hold everybody else up, so Khalifa could just whiz ahead, I think. But there's Cloud up behind him. I'm not going to say anything more about Cloud because you got told off for jinxing some other people tonight. I got told off for jinxing Corey, so you know that's
Khalifa,
it.
not Khalifa.
MK Bourne.
That's the corner.
MK Bourne down in 14th. Bazza is having trouble a little bit. He's dropped a little bit from Pete and Chris.
Yeah, Baz just had to cut the corner in the final chicane there. Meant he got away from Dexter, but lost time to Pete at the same time. Tell you what. No, a driver to keep your eye on at the moment is TC in 4. Bill has that 5-second penalty. Dexter's throw on Bazza as well. Bazza comes back at him at the inside. Oh, Cam's on that.
Right, sorry, I think my mic was unplugged just a little bit there. Sorry, guys. I just need to check if I need to unmute myself. And I might need to change microphones again. But we should be fine now. I was worried. I was getting a little bit worried there. We was having a bit of issues like earlier on. I think you might not have heard me for the past couple of laps, but there we go. As Beesman's retired, okay, Beesman's out. What has happened to Beesma? I'm surprised there's no safety car. Yeah, there was no safety car for that. I don't think there is going to be a safety car because no, there's not. I think it must have been. I'm losing track of where he retired actually. So, but let's carry on watching the other battles. Chris is looking feisty on Pete. Is he gonna try and get the lunge into turn 1? Nope, he backs off. He's got his ERS nailed down and he's down in He's still in 6th, so he's finishing. And TC, oh my, he's going to get 3rd at this rate. Look at this. TC, can he get the move? Yes, he does. Look at that. TC up into 3rd place. That is brilliant stuff. Right, I need to check if my mic can be heard, because I'm a bit worried my mic is not heard. Hold on a second. I think my mic might be muted. Nope, it's all good. It's all good. I was worried I couldn't be heard for a minute there. So TC now up into 3rd place. I mean, he's having a gentleman's country drive. He's got pressure from Bill and Pete as well. As Pete, I know, has got a few penalties. So that's not going to help Pete one bit in this race. So, as Pete's gone a bit wide there. He might have lost it a bit more time there. And I think TC's going to try and break some slipstream. Help his team out anyway. And I think that's what he has done. And Whitehouse got a penalty, 3 seconds. 2 more laps to go. And it looks like Khalifa could still win this. As Bill is going to try and get defending on Pete. But Pete trying to go around the inside. Pete's gone off a little bit there. Khalifa's got a 3-second fight. There's a bit of a touch there from Bill and Pete. There's a little bit of contact there. I think that's allowed. Almost certainly I think that's allowed. So... and I think that's allowed Pete to just stretch the gap just a little bit more. And I think TC's just pulled away almost out of DRS range. Splinter's now trying to get past Whiteout, and I think he does. Splinter's now up into 9th place. And I think Splinter having a comeback of his dreams here. And yeah, my mic was unmuted earlier on. Okay, I was a bit worried there. So, Cloud, oh my word, Cloud's going to try and get past turn 1. Does he make the move? Yes, he does. And that's Cloud up into 5th place. Cam's going to try and make the run into turn 4. Is he going to get the inside? Yes, he does, man. There's a bit of a touch again from RLRT Cloud. And yeah, Cam is up into 6th. So if he gains 2 more places, he could go back to where he started again. I wasn't expecting him to stay up in 6th place, but he is at the moment. So that is good. I don't think we can hear each other. I think you could hear me. I did try to see if my mic was working. We do have a battle up behind. We've got Bill and Dexter chasing as well. We're on the final lap. And this is a chance for Khalifa to not bottle it. I probably just jinxed him now. And if I jinx him, that'll be absolutely my fault. So hopefully that does not happen. So anything can happen here. Points to stake here. We got a yellow flag. I don't know what it is, but I think... it's Bill. It might be TC, actually. Look at TC. Going to try and get the run. Pete's going to get the run into turn 2. Get the inside. And he does it with ease. There he goes. And Pete, he's up into 3rd. And could get a chance to get some good points for his team. For Pro Speed. And Khalifa's got a few corners to go. We could see a 4th different winner here in JACKOCAR. I don't think anyone's going to stop him. Don't forget Khalifa has got a penalty. I think it's going to stay as it is. I think it's going to stay as Khalifa getting the win. But we'll find out. Don't forget, if you're a full-time driver, if you win, you get an automatic pass to the playoffs. Khalifa's going to be the 4th person this season to advance to the playoff, and he gets his well-deserved victory from him. And Arnold crosses the line in P2. And we've got, TC and P. It's going to be a run towards the line. And I think TC just takes it. But with Pete's penalties, Pete's dropped down to 6th due to that penalty. So, Cloud's up into 4th. He's got a finish that he wants. I mean, he's had no finishes so far this season. He's, out of all the 3 races he took part in, he DNF'd in all 3 of them. So, to finish with a P4, that's a good redemption for him. He'll definitely be one of my contenders for Driver of the Day, as well as TC and Khalifa, I would say. I think the top 4, I think, deserve it. Cam, what a good comeback. He's up into 5th place. And we've got Dexter in 7th, Splinter 8th, Camo Bamo 9th, and Bill in 10th. So, well done to Khalifa, who has got what he deserves. Finally, he's in the playoffs. I mean, I don't think he's gonna play it safe next week after he knows he's in the playoffs. I think he's gonna keep going, almost certainly. So, fair play to Khalifa. You know, he could take it easy for the next 6 weeks, but he's probably not going to, because he wants those extra playoff points if he wins the regular season. So he is gonna do everything in his power to make sure that he gets those points. And I'm sure, I think Jack and I had to go somewhere, or I can't hear him, I don't know, but we'll see. We'll go through the standings anyway. 1, 2, we got quite a few people without penalties. I will give them a few shout outs. We've got TC, Cloud, Cam K, Dexter, Splinter, and Camo Bamo didn't get any penalties. Let's go run for your order. I'll do it quickly. Khalifa wins, getting a playoff space. Arnold, TC, Cloud, Cam K, Speed, Knighton. Then we got Dexter, Splinter, Camo Bamo, Bill, Bazza. So Bill rounds up the top 10. We've got Bazza, MK Bourne, Whiteout, Rye Racer, Murdoch, John, Beast. Remaining on the top finishers are Indecisive, Corey, and Risky Racer. And 2 of Jacko's ones to watch, they did not finish. So, you know, yeah, that didn't work out, didn't it, mate? I mean, I think there's a few people not hoping for people to be chosen for one to watch, because they're hoping that, you know. But anyway, next week we are in, I think we're in Silverstone next week. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it still leaves the championship quite close for playoff spot. And for the first time, I did predict we will see a different winner tonight. I did predict a surprise winner, but that probably did not work. But Khalifa has won anyway. So far, out of all the out of all the 4 races we got so far, OKK won the first one, Arnold won the second one, Jamie won the third one, and then we got Khalifa that won the 4th one. So, 3 different teams represented in the playoffs so far. Still 2 teams with no representatives so far. But I'm almost certain that we could see Pete and Dexter be the early contenders, I think, challenging for those wins for the playoffs to get at least their team representative. I can't even say the word. Representative. I'm rubbish at pronunciations. But anyway, I don't know if I'm meant to pick a contenders for driver of the day, but I would say, it's tough. If I had to pick a driver of the day, it would be TC. It will be TC, I think. I think his battles that he's been doing all season, all race, he was good class in the field. He was trying to go for moves that you weren't expecting to go for. Yeah, I think I had mic problems. Yeah, so apologies about those mic problems I had. Hopefully it'll get sorted next week. Actually, no, I won't be commentating next week, so Owen will be back next week. Hopefully, hopefully he's well enough and I'll be racing again. I'll be back in the car again. Probably bossing it as I usually do. But, yeah, I'll see you next... Well, they'll see you next week. I will see you next week in the car. Yeah, have a good evening, everybody, and ta-ra.